People say I've got a great smile. Well, I have to say, this is all thanks to the professional team at Beacon Dental Group right here in Dorchester, Massachusetts. I've got world-class dental care. Beacon Dental Group has expert and caring staff dedicated to providing the most advanced and satisfactory treatment in all aspects of oral health. Their services are designed to meet your needs and give you a perfect smile, too. General checkups, cosmetic surgery, Gemini laser service, and advanced procedures, all in a state-of-the-art facility. Call or visit Beacon Dental Group today, 1026 Blue Hill Avenue, Dorchester, Massachusetts, or call 617-282-2146 for a smile that lights the world. People say I've got a great smile. Well, I have to say, this is all thanks to the professional team at Beacon Dental Group right here in Dorchester, Massachusetts. I've got world-class dental care. Beacon Dental Group has expert and caring staff dedicated to providing the most advanced and satisfactory treatment in all aspects of oral health. Their services are designed to meet your needs and give you a perfect smile, too. General checkups, cosmetic surgery, Gemini laser service, and advanced procedures, all in a state-of-the-art facility. Call or visit Beacon Dental Group today, 1026 Blue Hill Avenue, Dorchester, Massachusetts, or call 617-282-2146 for a smile that lights the world.
Yes, indeed. Beacon Dental Group for a smile that lights the world. Thank you so much, Beacon Dental Group, for sponsoring CB's Corner. It is a pleasure, it is a privilege, and it is an honor to come before you one more time. We want to thank NECTN and all the people that are working behind the scenes to get this program going. Again, today, I have a very special guest with me. This is the second stop at CB's Corner. She is a very popular and intriguing woman, and the fact that she can stop by us twice in a row says something. So welcome one more time to CB's Corner, Miss Olive Strachan, MBE, in the island of Dominica by way of London. Welcome to CB's Corner, my friend.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Pleasure to be here today.
All right. Okay. So your lovely British accent. And I wanted to, before we go any further, I want to let the audience know what is meant by MBE. This is a prestigious award that you received. And I don't want it to just go like that. I want people to understand what it is you received. You actually went all the way to Buckingham Palace, where you went to meet the Queen, but unfortunately she was sick, but you met her son and Prince Charles. Tell us about that.
I did. Well, I received the award, the member of the British or the British Empire, for my contribution to business and to exporting. And I went to Buckingham Palace with my husband and my grandchildren, and we walked in on the red carpet. It was fantastic. I met Prince Charles. He was so courteous, made me feel so special. And on the day, I was just walking on air. It was an amazing achievement, unbelievable.
Well, awesome. I think you deserved it. But I mean, how, a young Black woman all the way from the island of Dominica, where you are now in Buckingham Palace, I know it didn't just happen like that. There must have been some difficulties along the way to get you to that place where you were recognized for your hard work. Can you give us a little synopsis about that? And then we'll go right into other things.
Yeah. Well, I was born in Castle Bruce, Stenhouse. And when I was 6, my parents took me to the UK. I remember being on the boat, the whole thing, the experience that I had. And then we came to the UK. At the time, it was the 60s, and there was still the signs when my father came was no blacks, no dogs, no Irish. When I came, it was just less overt, but still the racism was there. Me and my sister were the only Black kids in the whole school. And when I asked the teacher about my history, because they talked about kings and queens of England, I said, what about my history, sir? He said, come here. And he showed me a slave ship. He said, those people there lying in the bottom of that ship, that's your history. And that was it. That was my history. So you felt very much left out of the good things. You felt very much a little bit alien, really, to it all. But my father always said he believed in himself, and he's letting us to believe in ourselves and be strong. But one thing that really changed my perception, Cuthbert, was I went home after that awful experience where I thought my history is just a slave ship. And they played Martin Luther King, his speech about I have a dream. And I sat there as an 11-year-old child listening to those words. I thought, he's a black guy, he speaks beautifully, he looks wonderful, I can be like that. So he did inspire me. So from being that child, from having those experiences of racism in the UK, I grew up, I became qualified in my profession. I worked hard, opened my business in 1998, my consultancy. I overcame many challenges, one of the big ones being, Cuthbert, the 2008 global recession. So at the time, I had 4 staff, 2 offices. I thought, this business thing is easy, I'm doing well, you know? And then suddenly, the phone started ringing. I went through all my savings, I went into debt, and all my friends said to me, Olive, you're wasting your time. You know, you've got no money, look at you. Literally, my hair was falling out, I had anxiety attacks. And I was near the end thinking, can I do this still? And then I just thought about it. I thought, Olive, somewhere in the world there's money. You have to find where that is. And at the time, the Middle East wasn't impacted by the global recession. So I found clients in the Middle East. I wrote to them, I rang them up, I pushed and pushed. And finally, one person said, we have a proposal to train 50 managers across the Middle East. Put yourself forward and we'll see if you're the right person. I took my last £300 on my credit card, Cuthbert. I flew out to Egypt to meet the client. I closed the deal, and that saved me. That contract to train 50 leaders across the Middle East saved, because from Middle East, I had a call from Bangkok, I had a call from Istanbul, and on it went. So from the bad bit came the best bit. The Phoenix rose.
Awesome. Hallelujah. So it's from the almost from the pit to the palace, really, literally.
Yes.
And so this is an awesome story, which is not unlike the story of many people that are looking for a betterment in their lives, a better education, better economics, and so on and so forth. And many people succumb to the pressure. Many people succumb to the anxiety. But you rose, and I mean, I don't want to say what makes you special, but what makes you so special that you did not give up? What was the force, or what are the forces that kept you going?
I believe my book's called The Power of You. And I believe that you have the inner power within you to achieve. Yes. I also do believe in God. Obviously, I pray as well. And I was brought up as a God-fearing young lady. So what happened was, I'm the kind of person, when my back's against the wall, I'm at my best, because I do my best thinking then. I'm my most creative and innovative. Because to me, to every problem, there is a solution. You've got to find it. So when I first opened the business, I remember winning my first contract in the UK, and Cuthbert, I got my suit on, I got there early, I walked in, and I was all ready for this wonderful experience, my first contract. And this lady was there, this PA to the director, and she said to me, hello, who are you? And I said, I'm the consultant for today, I'm the trainer. And she went, looked me up and down, Cuthbert, from head to toe, and she went, who are you to be a trainer? You, a consultant. And at that time in my head, I thought, she's right. I'm looking at myself through her lens, not my own. She's a plump, curvy black lady, you know? And I just thought, and I went down for a bit, then I thought, no, Olive, chest out, back straight. You've worked hard for this. You deserve this. Come out fighting. So I said to her, well, I've got a postgraduate diploma in HR. I'm doing my master's. Will that do you? And she went, coffee or tea? And made me a coffee. So it's that ability to bounce back. I'm very resilient, and I have the resources within me to keep pushing forward. But I had a great mother and father who also instilled in me the sense of self-belief. And my mindset is very focused on achieving and having success. That's me as well.
Oh, that's awesome. So definitely having a strong foundation is important. Having people to say to you, you can, but having that resiliency to say, you know, I'm going to prove you wrong. And you know, I could give you anecdotes of my own experience, but it's about you. So we'll stick to that. But certainly, And that, that desire or that attitude, when your back is against the wall, I'm going to show you the best of me. I am down, but I'm not out. I like that. And I hope the audience, the listening audience can hear that you are full of potential. Don't see yourself through the lens of others because they're myopic.
Yes.
See yourself as being that awesome person that Martin Luther King talked about in I Have a Dream. You can dream as well, and dream big. And no dream is too big, all right? Because we are full of potential. Awesome. And so you got your first contract. And then you go into the Middle East, where, you probably don't speak the language of those people, but that didn't deter you. You say, I'm going to spend my last £300 because that's an opportunity. And of course, one thing led to another, Bangkok and other contracts. And tell us some of the big names, the names of the big companies that you have coached over the years.
So I've worked with the NatWest Bank, which is a big bank in the UK, AstraZeneca, Yale.com, the British Council, British Embassy I work with as well. I've worked with GlaxoSmithKline as well. Many companies across the world from many sectors, universities as well. And to me, they're all people. So, for example, I now have my first contract in Dominica, which, as you know, I fought for very hard. It's been a year and a half of pushing myself forward. And what I've realized is from all my work globally is leaders have the same problem, leaders. They have the issue around productivity, profitability, believing in themselves, managing time, managing people. And also now with the pandemic, they have extra problems with hybrid working. People have mental health problems from being stuck inside for so long. So they have to really be strong leaders inside. We start off with you as a leader. Let's look at you first, and then you can help others. Yes. So yes, working globally has taught me a lot about different cultures. Now, what I do is, Cuthbert, when I first arrive somewhere, I actually find out what good morning is. So in the Middle East, I say Salam alaikum, to them first of all. And I've learned actually 5 words. So I say Salam alaikum, I say halas, yalla, mishkela, and they all go, whoa! I start talking to them. I say, no, that's it. I can do no more than that. But it breaks the ice. They can see that you're trying, and they actually warm to you much more. Yeah. But I've had some experiences working abroad that have been scary. So I went to Uzbekistan, and I had to get a visa to work there. Okay, for the British Council.
You say Spanish? What was?
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. Okay.
Uzbekistan. So
yeah.
I got there on the visa, and because of the ash cloud in Iceland, I was delayed. So I did my training course, went to the airport, Cuthbert, and I wasn't allowed to board the plane. So he said to me, stand over there. And they all get on the plane apart from me. I was in the corner by myself, didn't speak the language, didn't know what's going on. I'm saying to him, he said, stand there, be quiet. So I just stood there. Anyway, I'm getting more and more anxious because this is the last plane for 2 days to the UK. After that, I'm stuck there with no hotel, nowhere to stay. So in the end, I had my phone with me. I called my daughter and said to her in the UK, I said, Ria, I said, I'm here. I'm frightened. I've been told I can't go on the airplane. I've been left in a corner by myself. Please ring the embassy and see what's wrong, see what's happened here. Anyway, in the end, the embassy came and I was let on the plane. And when I was waiting, getting more and more tearful, this man came, American guy, he gets me, honey, are you all right? And I said, I'm stuck here, so what's going on? He went, he said, it could be your visa. He said, they throw you in jail here for that. I went from mild panic to complete panic, I'm in jail. Anyway, they came and it was the visa was out of date. That was the reason I was being held back. But when you can't do the language, you don't know what's been said about you, and you can't communicate, Cuthbert, you get scared, don't you,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just a segue, we were just talking before we got on, and you brought that. I was talking about you. By the way, you've been married for 40 years, and somebody had asked you what is the secret to the longevity of your marriage, and we were talking about the love language. And if you if you do not know the love language of your partner, you may not necessarily survive. But anyway, language is certainly a barrier to communication if you do not know what you're talking about. But certainly, those are some of the experiences you've had. You have you delve right into it. You know it will not always be easy, but you have the confidence enough to know that because of your training and because of who you are, yes, never mind the difficulties you will encounter, you can overcome that. And I like that about you. And that's, I suppose, you project that onto other people as you train them to become the best that it can be. You said AstraZeneca. Is that a company that one of the COVID vaccine producing?
Absolutely. Yes, they had a big site in Manchester, and I worked with them for many, many years. So that was great to work with them. But something else that I think is important about, you talked about hitting rock bottom, is making sure you build allies and making sure you have a powerful network around you of people who are there with you as well. That's why I advocate over the years, and that's helped me a lot. So when you want to achieve your goals, think about the industry you're working in. So I work in HR. So I joined the CIPD because they are the body. I also became a mentor for NatWest Bank, a mentor and coach to help on their entrepreneurial hub. I became an advocate for the Women of the Year award and so on. And all those different networks that I join means that it's not only me building myself up and fighting to achieve. I have people around me who will mention my name, will put me forward, will suggest me, because getting the MBE, you can't apply for it. Someone has to say you deserve it.
Somebody has to recommend you, yes.
That's right. So what I say to anybody looking to build yourself, to grow yourself, you must get strong network around you. You must have strong allies. And the key to it is you take, but you give back. That's always right. Give back. That's the key to it.
That's right. So you mentioned the CIPD, which is the professional body for human resources and people development in England. And you received the award, the coaching award for that. Tell us a little about that.
Okay. So last year was my big birthday, 60, and I'm proud. I went back to
60.
Thank you. Back to the UK. And I was, at the same time, I was told, well, why are you here, Ollie? We have 2 awards to give you. So one was for the ERAS Award, yes, which is the Enterprise Vision Award for training and coaching. Now, there's 600 people up against me for that award, and I won. That was, to me, that was amazing. So I went up to get this fantastic, thank you, darling. Amazing to my contribution is recognized. But then the CIPD, which is the Chartered Institute of Personnel Development, they have 130,000 members globally, offices in Singapore and the Middle East. And they drive forward all the policies around HR, and they actually lobby the government as well. So I've been a member for since 1996. I was the branch chair for the Manchester office, and then I became a leader in learning for them. Now, there are many levels. So there's associate, there's member, there's chartered fellow, and so on. I was awarded the highest level you can get, which is the chartered companion of the CIPD. And it's something that, as a leader, it actually is endorsement saying you are a recognized leader in your profession. And to back with you, Cuthbert, the MBE and that, I was crying. I thought, oh my goodness, I've had more in my life than I ever expected, So I'm extremely proud and grateful that this has happened to me.
Oh, that is awesome. That is great. And so full circle, you went to England, you experienced what you experienced, you achieved what you've achieved, and you decide to return to your homeland, Dominica. And I imagine you probably thought it was going to be an easy transition, but it wasn't necessarily so. Give us a little of a synopsis about that, because again, you come back and you have an accent, you speak differently than other people. And but tell us a little about that, and then we'll transition into what you have accomplished and what you're doing now in Dominica.
Okay. So yes, so I think a lot of returnees like me, we're under the impression that we'll come back to where we were born and welcome with open arms. Yay, she's here, which isn't the case, obviously. And the reality is that you've been away for me 50 years. I'm out of sync. Yeah. I have family in Lapley, in Casgary, but we're very different. You know, we're doing different things. So it was hard for many reasons. One is I have the kind of skin Cuthbert that they like to bite mosquitoes. So I'm bitten head to toe in the first year. I was hot. We're in a house that was half built. All these things were happening around me. I had no friends because I'm a very social person. In the UK, we go for weekends away, we go for drinks, we go for meals, etc. And here I had nobody. My sister was busy doing her thing, and my mum was busy as well. So I'd go around Rosa on my own, like a sad person, sitting at cafes going, "Hello," to complete strangers. Speak to me, somebody. And one day I sat there feeling very sorry for myself, and my daughter called me and said, "Mum, how are you?" I went, "Oh well, yeah, not too good." And she went, "What's wrong?" I said, "Well, I'm lonely. Dad's busy with the house. I'm fed up. I've got no friends here." She said, "Mum, you know you love the world of business. Why haven't you joined the business groups there?" And I thought, my daughter, obviously, I brought her up very well indeed. I take all the praise back. So also, she's also in HR as well. My daughter's HR director, just so you know. Anyway, so I thought she's right. So I looked at two of them. So first of all was the Chamber of Commerce for Dominica and the Rotary. So I joined both of those. And from that day, I suddenly had things open out to me. The Rotary had fellowship meetings. We had meetings at the Fort Young once a week. I remember having difficulty getting details about my mum's burial, and I rang one of the Rotary girls and she said to me, "Oh, I'll help you." And within seconds, would have come to help me with the paperwork. The support that you get is amazing. And then the Chamber of Commerce. So I was there for 6 months on the board, just joined, and we were voting in new directors. And I was sitting there thinking, well, what vote for me? I've only been here for 6 months. And someone said, Olive Strachan. I thought, oh my gosh, put my name forward. But then it has to be seconded, because obviously it has to be seconded for it to go ahead. And I thought, will anybody else say yes? Will I get a second? And so I'm now a director of the board for the Chamber of Commerce. And my life has changed completely. To show you the difference of being lonely and having friendship, on Sunday, Liz Fabian, who's the director of the Chamber of Commerce, said to me, "Olive, join me in the Church of Nazarene, the 20 of the Church Brethren." We went to Syndicate Falls together. We had food. We had lots of fellowship and talking, jumping in the waterfall. A wonderful day. So my life has changed completely. I'm happy. I've got good contacts. I'm busy. I couldn't be happier, Cuthbert.
Well, I am happy for you, and I don't call it luck. I call it blessings. I think God has blessed you tremendously, yes, and no good thing will it withhold from those who also are generous. As you said, you get, but you get to, and then you give. Blessed are those that give, not just receive. Amen. Amen. And so I am glad for you. And so in the last few minutes we want to talk about the fact that you wrote a book and you had a tremendous launching of the book a few weeks ago. And the book is entitled again, The Power of You, and it is found on Amazon, and it is found in Dominica, and it's found around the world. So let's talk about that. And again, the idea of you coming back home and not in the first instance not being welcomed. Even your book was not necessarily welcome the first time that you asked one of the book companies there to sell your books. Tell us a little about that and tell us what has happened since.
Okay. So I wrote the book because during the recession, I wasn't able to work. My work was face-to-face. So I thought, I've got 6 months in the house, do something, Olive. I had some notes already, and I've been asked before by people for the book to be written about my journey. So the book takes you through opening a business, challenges I overcame, global contract, etc. So it's quite a good case study for you to read. So when I first came to Dominica, my book's on Amazon. I've got 25 5-star reviews. And it's called by some people a roadmap for business success. That's what people have called it, because it really takes you through my challenges, but also gives you my hints and tips how to overcome them. So you should hit the ground running and not go through what I went through. Yeah, that's what it's written for. Anyway, right. So I came to Dominica and I had my book, and I said to the gentleman at Jay's bookstore, I came to see, I said to him, I'm a Dominican. I was born here, but I've been away for a while. And would you stock my book in your bookstore? And he said to me, well, no, not really. He said, I don't know you. Don't know anything about your book, are you Dominican? Are you, when last were you here? I've never heard of you. So no. And I was devastated, but I thought, well, these things happen. And in life, because I just think people say no, you have to bounce back and carry on. So come back a year. I've been on the radio speaking about my book. I've been giving hints and tips to entrepreneurs about how to be successful. I'm now working with an American company. I've made some contacts. I went in again to him, listen, he said no last year to me. I've been here for a year. Will you reconsider? And he said, yes. So I'm so proud that my book is in the bookstore, Jay's bookstore in Roseau. In the land that I was born, my book is there as a Dominican. So I'm very, very proud and pleased about that.
I am pleased about that too. And again, it shows your perseverance. You don't give up. You don't hold grudges. I mean, of course, you have an accent. Strachan is not a Dominican name, and so we don't want to promote who we don't know. So, but, it reminds me of us in Dominica. We don't filter, we just tell it like it is.
From the hip.
We just tell it like it is. And the truth is the truth. But I think sometimes we have to really, the scripture says we have to, what's the word? Salt. Geez, I missed the quote, but our words must be flavored. Yes. We have to be careful how we speak to people. Absolutely. And, don't just, I mean, the truth is the truth, but, you don't just say, you're fat. Or you're those are some of the things I am sure your book will teach is how to deal with negative things, how to overcome difficult people, how to stand up even when you are told you can't, or even when you are told no. Maybe try a different route, try a different strategy, all of that. So that's certainly some of the vibes that I got when I read your book. And so clearly things are turned on the other side for you. Yeah. When you first came in and you felt all the discouragement and you felt that you had nobody, now look at that. You are a leader in the Chamber of Commerce, because when people see leadership, they know it. I mean, you embody what it is to be a leader, and nobody can keep you down because you have what it takes. And I hope the audience that is listening is hearing this, that you have more potential in you than you think. Yes, sometimes we just need somebody to encourage us. And I certainly believe if you would get a copy of The Power of You from Olive Strachan, you will do well as a business leader. Even someone who wants to open your own business, I think this book will certainly be a tremendous assistant to you. But not only that, support my sister and get a book.
Thank you.
It's for a good read indeed. So you did some things. You on radio, or I don't know, on Radio in Dominica. You did some filming, and you presented that on, I think, Kyrie FM. Tell us a little about that.
Well, I decided that I thought I'm good at what I do, but no one knows here, so I need to bring myself up. So I started to use my iPhone, and I just filmed myself, first of all in the garden, just saying, hello, I'm in Dominica, I've written my book, and give a little synopsis of each chapter. And then I thought, well, why not promote Dominica at the same time? So I got a friend to come with me and film from different places. So we had Emerald Pool, we had Scott's Head, we had Miro Beach, Botanical Gardens, and at each one, I chose a chapter of the book to expand on it. So things like marketing yourself, knowing your brand, networking, all those things, give some hints and tips to people. Steve Vidal from Kyrie FM heard and saw my video and said to me, you should be on the radio. You should be sharing this with all of Dominica. So I ended up with a slot, 7 a.m. on a Monday on Kyrie FM called Going Global. It's about not just working where you are, but looking at the whole world as your stage. Going Global, it was called. And I did a 5-minute slot on the different parts of my book to empower people to open their business, to grow, develop, and go global. I did that, and that worked very well for me. And I'm actually going now on Kyrie FM again, because my book, I'm having a book signing ceremony at Jay's bookstore to once again let people know to come along and join me for the signing ceremony.
Oh my goodness! And if that was a sermon that I was having, I would say, "Look what the Lord has done." Tremendous testimony. I am happy for you. I rejoice with you. I hope and pray that many who have listened and will listen in the future will certainly purchase a copy of your book, because it certainly will help them grow and expand. I do not want to end. We have 1 minute without saying again my condolences to you, because in all of that enjoyment and joy and that you've received, you've suffered a couple losses. Your husband, mother's passed,
Yes.
and then your own mom passed away.
Yes,
So my condolences from my family to your family. My mom also, who knew your mother, also extends her condolences to you as well. And I hope and pray that going forward, you will just, the sky is the limit.
Absolutely.
There's no limit. And when I do come back to Dominica in the very near future, hopefully we can dine together and we can talk a little more about what you have done and what you are achieving. So may God bless you. May God bless you in the city. May God bless you in the field. May God bless you when you rise, and may God bless you when you sit down. Until next time, though, it was a pleasure having you. Give my regards to your wonderful husband.
Cuthbert, thank you so much for this opportunity. Great talking to you. Thank you once again. Take care. All the best.
The pleasure is always mine. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, I have to say, this is all thanks to the professional team at Beacon Dental Group right here in Dorchester, Massachusetts. I've got world-class dental care. Beacon Dental Group has expert and caring staff dedicated to providing the most advanced and satisfactory treatment in all aspects of oral health. Their services are designed to meet your needs and give you a perfect smile, too. General checkups, cosmetic surgery, Gemini laser service, and advanced procedures, all in a state-of-the-art facility. Call or visit Beacon Dental Group today, 1026 Blue Hill Avenue, Dorchester, Massachusetts, or call 617-282-2146.